forecast for the Monterey Bay and Salinas Valley. High wind warning in effect until 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Thursday. Flood watch in effect through Thursday afternoon. High surf warning in effect from 7 a.m. Thursday to 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday. High surf advisory in effect from 7 a.m. Thursday to 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday for tonight. Breezy. Showers and a chance of thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Lows in the upper 40s, southeast winds 20 to 30 miles per hour, becoming south 15 to 20 miles per hour after midnight. For Thursday, a chance of thunderstorms in the morning. Showers. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall in the morning. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall in the afternoon. Highs from the mid-50s to lower 60s, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming southwest in the afternoon. For Thursday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of thunderstorms until midnight. Lows from the upper 30s to mid-40s, west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming southeast after midnight. And on Friday, partly cloudy. A slight chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs from the 50s to mid-60s, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour for Friday night. Mostly cloudy. A slight chance of rain until midnight, then a chance of rain after midnight. Lows in the 40s, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour for Saturday. Mostly cloudy. A chance of rain. Highs from the mid-50s to lower 60s for Saturday night. Rain.
Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome back to another live stream here for today on this fine January 4th. Hope everyone is doing alright, my friends. Glad to see you guys here for today. We got ourselves some personal forecasts here for you for today. Our first personal forecast of 2023. So I hope everyone is doing all right. Let's go ahead and see who is here. We have Megan, we have Kaden, we have Penny, we have Crystal, we have Javier, we have Liam, we have Denise, we have Steel, 6 Whiskey, we have Fork, we have Jonathan. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing all right. So before we get on into this, I want to go ahead and tell you we just have recently revamped our merchandise for this year. Yep, we now have our 2023 merchandise. So I'm going to show you really quickly the cool stuff we got on our page here. We did add a few things, as you can actually see. We have basically the same design from last year on the main shirt, but there is a little radar hook echo on here this time. Also got some stitched logos here of NWW16. So if you guys want to check all that out, link is right there pinned in the comments. So if you guys would like to look at that, then obviously you guys got it. So pretty cool stuff. I spent probably a couple hours working on that here earlier today, after I went live here earlier. But anyways, so today's live stream, like I said, today's live stream is going to be solely revolving around you guys. So this is the type of live stream to where if you're curious about a specific area in the country, we don't do outside the country, obviously, because our channel is United States based, but if there's any area that you want me to talk about, like what we can expect in the next little bit and stuff like that, just let us know. Just let us know here. Sewing says, I thought I was late. Yeah, well, you're actually here early. You're actually here on time. So glad to see you here, Sewing. So I hope you're doing good. But anyway, so we are finally done. We are finally done with that severe weather. It has finally kicked off and basically moved out, which is good. There's still a little bit of rogue storms that's going to be happening in western Florida. I mean, you can see Tampa right now. I mean, seriously, they're kind of dealing with a little something here. So we'll be watching for that. Something I want to see here, like we did earlier, we were on our live stream. I want to see if we can actually pull up live cameras here in Tampa, which I think we can. Okay, let's see. So this is right here this is basically in the heart of Tampa. So let's just see. I'm just going to get a quick little one. We're not going to spend too much time on this here, but this is a live camera in Tampa right now. Not really the best of quality, but it is something. It's something. So, traffic's still flowing pretty all right. But there is a little storm that's moving through, so obviously for the Tampa region, be on the lookout for that. We'll try one more camera here. We'll see. Let's see if I can find a good one for us. And then after that, we'll dive into what we can expect here down in time. All right, here's another camera. This one's a little bit better quality. As you can see, a little bit, like I said, looking a little bit crazy, but yeah, not really much lightning activity doesn't seem to be, so that's definitely good. So yeah, this system is basically just died out here in basically what we're talking about. But anyway, so off topic, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that because we don't need no live cameras right now because we are done with the coverage. Thank goodness, we are finally done with the coverage. But anyways, like I said, if you guys have a specific area, the way this works is tag down your zip code, and we will look at your specific area, and I'll tell you what you can expect over the next few days regarding nature's finest weather. And what is next on the table could be interesting, especially across California. There's some growing issues happening here in California. If you don't know, before this main event kicked off, actually the beginning of this main event with all the moisture driving in across the west, that actually drove a lot of flooding. And the thing is that now there's more flooding heading back here towards California, which that's actually a really big concern. And there is a lot of more flood warnings in effect across portions here of California. As you can see here in the green, these green areas are showing flood watches where flooding conditions is possible. So those are areas to be watching out for. So obviously I'm a little concerned about California. So if you have any friends or family that's in California, especially like central portions, yeah, let them know. I mean, this is going to be a nasty event regarding snowfall too for the upper levels. All right, first up we have Caden. What do we take a look here at 51250, located across portions here of Sioux Center, Iowa, basically in northwestern Iowa here. Got you covered. So at the moment, a bit of snow shower activity going on here towards the Sioux Center area. As you can see, a little bit of snow activity. As you can, is there a bit of snow action going on there, Caden? Are you seeing a little bit of snow showers? I mean, it doesn't look to be anything too crazy, just kind of light snow. Be a few flurries here and there, but other than that, I mean, heavy snowfall, not really expected too much of it. But yeah, so not much going on right now regarding that. When it comes to you in the future, though, let's take a look at that. We'll take a look here towards the Iowa region. So we'll just go off of like Lamar's here for you when it comes to the forecast region. You can see Lamar's is just right there. So for tonight, it's going to get pretty daggone cold. We're talking into the mid-teens. Tomorrow during the daytime, maximum high of 24. Still very cold. Tomorrow night, even worse. Not that cold, but 7 degrees. So kind of, I'd say the mid single digits could be possible, mid to upper single digits here for the maximum on basically. So we have today, tomorrow being day 2, then day 3 being here the day after, which will be Friday. So Friday during the daytime, it's only going to get a high of 19. Friday night into Saturday morning, talking a low of 5. So it's going to be getting colder every night here. Precipitation over the next 48 hours is supposed to remain mostly dry, but once again, a few snow showers can drive their way through across the region. Other than that, not too much. Snowfall accumulations pretty low, maybe a little trace to a couple tenths of an inch, but other than that, I mean, you're pretty good. The winds, though, could get up to around 25 miles an hour over the next day. Basically, winds anywhere from 15 to 25 miles an hour could be possible. So once again, that's wind gusts, what the winds could get up to at a given point. So that is for you, my friend. That is what we are looking at. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that helped you out. Anyways, let's go ahead and see who we have next. We have ourselves Lisa. Wanted me to take a look here at 31904, cross portions here of Columbus, Georgia. All right, so Columbus, Georgia, right across portions of the way. Now, obviously, with the past weather which has happened, you had some storms roll through. I'm sure you felt those storms here, which they were pretty brutal. Glad to see that you're at least you're alive. That's good. That's good news, obviously. But anyways, regarding things for you, my friend, taking a look here towards the Georgia, the Columbus region on the forecast here. Tonight, temperatures in the mid-40s. Tomorrow at an all-time high, not too bad, in the 60s, possibly lower 60s, upper 50s. Tomorrow night here, we're talking temps into the upper 30s. Following that, we have ourselves the temperatures for Friday at a maximum of 60, kind of around the mid-60s there. Then for Friday night and Saturday morning, a low of 40. So kind of right around there. Pretty much there in the lower 40s. I'd say upper 30s also possible. Precipitation over the next while, over the next 24 hours or 2 days, not expected to see any precipitation. And your wind gusts, really not too bad. I'd say 10 to 20 miles an hour over the next day regarding your winds. So overall, it should mostly remain clear across your location there because we just seen the cold front move through. You can see here on the satellite view right where I have it. You see the one I'm moving on the right-hand side? Yeah, see the conditions are clear. I mean, I'm sure you can look up and see the stars right now. But you can see more to the east here, down towards like Florida. That's where we have more problems, like more, obviously more cloud cover. But a lot of the central country, I mean, look, it is relatively just clear for a lot of places. So, yeah, so it's going to probably remain clear for a while. Not too bad. Definitely not too bad here. But like I said, everybody, if you have any zip codes, let us know because we are going to look into them. We're going to make sure that you guys understand what is going on here. So one of the things I wanted to do in today's live stream is just briefly look at the models here. We're going to take a look and see what's going on. So first of all, we have the system finally exiting the country. This is possibly going to bring some snow, maybe some snow showers, maybe small instances of snowfall. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to change this. Okay, we change that to 0 out of 5, and we'll change this to blue, signifying that everything is okay. Okay. Anyways, regardless, we are seeing, potentially, spin on the ideas for the next little bit, maybe a little bit of a winter system to drive through Iowa. So my friend, Caden, you in Iowa, you might need to watch out for this. This is just a little surface low. This is just a little development, nothing too extreme. Expected to remain kind of minimal. Cold front to form off into the south. I don't think many storms is going to be a big concern though out of this event, at least as of now. Don't think enough warm air is going to be advected north because you can even see that based off of the slant of the cold front. A typical cold front to drive a lot of problems. And the more vertical it is, the more air it's pulling up. But it's at a strong angle here, so that's also showing kind of limiting factors out of the storm here. But after that, I mean that's kind of it. I don't like to take things even further, but I mean there's really not much in the models here. But just watch out for a little snow system here towards like Iowa, which we might need to watch out for it. High res ECMWF here. This is the European model here. Okay, here's the thing. So this model does also agree on that low pressure system potentially driving a cold front through, but this one has that low pressure system sticking further south and actually removing the snow, if not severely limiting it. So, yeah, so there's obviously not full agreement here, but as you can see, California though, I mean, I hate to say this, but it looks like first of all, right now we're getting some more flooding, but if we take this in the future, I mean, this could obviously lead to even more, another shot of moisture moving through, which might be more problems. So it appears that areas of like California, I mean, it's in a very, very, very nasty weather pattern right now. A lot of heavy rainfall, a lot of moisture being kicked in across the area, which is a bit concerning. Let's see here. Caden says, okay, thank you so much. As you can see, Caden says, yeah, some snow here, gotcha. Thanks for the Iowa weather, says Denise, no problem. Sewing says, what will wind be? 74631. All right, well, I got you covered here. Let's go ahead and take a look at your area in regarding to 7474631 across portions of Oklahoma, basically north central Oklahoma. Had a feeling I remembered where you're at. So for you, my friend, we're going to take a look here back at the forecast. Like I said, this is the official forecast here from the National Weather Service, so you know to take this seriously, okay? But when it comes to you, my friend, we're going to take a look here towards like Ponca City. You're kind of right next to Ponca City here, which you can see right there on my marker. The winds here over the next day is expected to kind of remain in the 10 to 20 mile an hour range here. If we take a look here at the models, we'll do a little bit of a zoom in for you here. We're going to take a look more towards Oklahoma regarding these winds, and we'll switch back to GFS here. But yeah, those wind gusts, I mean, honestly not expected to be too crazy, but according to GFS, it has it kicking up here. But I tell you what the probably best idea is to do is to look at the blend of models here. So yeah, between that, yeah, about 10 to 20 miles an hour going to be possible there. Once again, that's like the blend of models like I was saying here, so that is kind of what we are seeing here. Let's see here. Adir says, how about the 2023 season predictions? So, when it comes to things here, I just want to briefly monitor the climate models here. This is something we've not done on the channel in a very long time. So let me take you guys to it. So here is the climatology models. This is the CFS, the climate forecast, basically over the next few months. So you can see this is for February, this is for March. So according to things, it looks like we are in a above active pattern here. Because you see these lines, right? So basically the more they are sloped, basically the more potential of storm systems. More of a troughing motion, more of a dip in the jet stream probability rather than, ridging. So basically what this is basically telling us, on simple terms, is that there could be more storms. When it comes to precipitation anomalies, basically the green is showing above average precip, the yellowish tan color kind of showing below average. Basically here for April, I mean, it's going to be pretty active, because we are in a La Nina still. So the La Nina conditions always favors more precipitation across the Midwest Ohio Valley regions. And so which that is likely going to continue and trend here. Let's go and see here. Let me actually look up something. Now you got me curious now. Let's go and actually switch over here. We're going to take a look here at the forecast between the models here. I want to take a look at this here right now. So let's switch over to the ENSO forecast. Here's the forecast models out of the El Nino La Nina phase here. So the middle line there is the neutral zone. Once it passes into the dotted line, it's still the neutral zone. So anything under is supposed to be that. JFM, January, February, March. So between the 3 months here, kind of expected to kind of cruise back into neutral zones. It kind of looks like maybe for like March, April, May, June. Kind of for like this year's severe season, it's kind of looking like we might remain in a neutral standpoint, which might be, if I remember correctly, that could alter more storms more northwest. If I remember correctly. It means more storms for the central country. I actually want to double check on that before I say anything. Let's see here. But here's the thing: out of the La Nina, El Nino, that has most of a big concern. It's mostly impactful during winter times, not necessarily as much during severe storms or severe times. The neutral pattern typically allows for more precipitation across the south, so that could alter more storms across the southeast. Actually. Maybe having a bit more of a troughing motion across the Central Plains. So, it looks like, for this spring, according to some of these climatology models, this could alter favor in maybe more storms. Temperature-wise here, anomaly-wise, it's looking like it's going to be warm. Yeah, I really don't see any cool-down really happening here. Here's February's, here's March's. So, obviously a bit cooler in the blue and a bit warmer in the red. For the most of the next few months here, it's mostly just going to be above average, but we'll see that. Positive T&I seasons like this one have 2 times the number of violent tornadoes, Trentino Index. Yeah, so, honestly, I do think that we could see some active patterns here, when it comes springtime. Might be an active year, honestly. We'll see how things go. I mean, it seems like it's always seemed like neutral conditions brought some nasty weather, but obviously we'll figure that out once it comes. But like I said, guys, if there's any specific area you want me to take a look at regarding the weather over the next few days, like I said, tag down a zip code. I'm here for you guys. I want you guys to be ready to go. I'm ready to give you guys, like I said, this is your stream. This is for you all. If there's a specific area you want me to look at, let me know. And like I said, with that being said, like I said, basically just tag down your zip code. I'll look over the next few days for your area, and then we'll get moving. Hack says, "Hi Andrew, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here." But something I will mention is that, okay, so as you may have seen on the thumbnail, actually, there's a bit of concerns of some snowfall, kind of mostly in snow showers. It looks like across like the Ohio Valley. So areas of like Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, maybe even West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York. Yeah, could see some snow there. Let's see, Nathan L. Don't spam, please. I see your comment here. Don't need to spam it. The more you spam, the probably won't get to you because if you spam. But I'll get to yours now. So 61611 across portions here of Illinois. This is in East Pierre. Right here on. Let's see here. Okay, this is basically just north of Springfield. This is almost like north central. So I'm going to tell you. So what I was telling you about is that there is the concern of basically some snowfall, in which I'll show you that here right now. So let's take this towards your region here for Illinois. So we'll go off of Pierre here for the most part, just to get an idea based off of it. Here tonight, though, temperatures, expected to be here in the upper 20s. Tomorrow during the daytime, upper 30s. Tomorrow night, a little bit colder, mid-20s. For basically Friday during the daytime, temperatures here expected to be a high of low 40s, upper 30s. And that night of Friday night and Saturday morning, a low of around freezing, right there around 32. But when it comes to precipitation, honestly, for you, it looks like it's going to be pretty light here for the most part. You could see a trace. Like I said, this is not expected to see any crazy amounts. It's just a bunch of snow showers and stuff. Look out for a few snow showers. I'm really not expecting too much out of it. But here towards Pierre, I mean, regarding the winds, perhaps, honestly, maybe up to 15 to 25 miles per hour. So watch out for those winds there. I mean, they could get gusty, but nothing too crazy. Once again, these are gusts over the next 24 hours. Let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves Cody Gray. Wanted to take a look here at the zip code of 51441. So 51441 across portions here of Deloitte, Iowa. So this is right here towards a region we've already looked at. But anyways, so right now you're likely seeing some snow showers. As you can see on the radar view, that low pressure system's actually pivoted right here over like Minnesota and Iowa at the moment. So you're basically right over it. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of snow shower activity for the most part for the next little bit. But when it comes towards your region, like I said, regarding here, for your specific location, we're going to take a look here at right now. Like I said, here towards Deloitte, which is here pretty much on the western side. So, but for you specifically, like I said, we're going to take a look here now at your specific area. So, when it comes to, we're not going to do the temperatures. I feel like that just takes too long, and since the temperatures aren't supposed to be that crazy, I really don't think I should dive into that. More of a precipitation thing for you. Honestly, maybe a trace of precip could be possible. Honestly, nothing too crazy. A bit of snow showers possible. I mean, it could leave you with up to a ½ inch of snow. Don't get your hopes up for it, though, because, like I said, it basically remains on singular snow showers. The winds, on the other hand, could get around 15, 25 miles an hour, kind of similar to the other place we just looked at. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically what's going on right now across the region. That's basically what we are seeing here. Let's see here. Next, your range level, let's take a look here at 49709. Absolutely. It's across portions of Atlanta, Michigan. Very high up there towards the region. So you just seen some rain across the way. You're seeing a little bit of rain showers kind of exit the region, which is good. Yeah, all these rain showers are exiting the region, which is definitely some good news. Now, when it comes to your specific area here, take a look here towards Michigan on the upper portions. When it comes to you, my friend, right here with the precipitation over the next little bit, it's possible we could see a little bit, perhaps maybe a little bit of snow too. So watch out for that. It's really a big gradient point. I'd say maybe a trace to an inch for you specifically. So just watch out for it. I wouldn't get your hopes up based off of it, though. Winds are supposed to remain mostly light, 5 to 10 miles an hour probably. But that is, but yeah, that's kind of what we are seeing there regarding for you. So hopefully that helped out for you. But anyways, like I said, once again, anybody else has any of these, anything you want to look at, let us know. Until then, we'll be briefly looking over the models here. Like I was saying, guys, we were watching that one little system there, the GFS, like I said, the GFS, basically the ECMWF we were looking at does support a little system, but GFS keeps it in snow. Yeah, no, the GDPS model really doesn't show much happening with it, which is interesting. Yeah, really not showing much here. There's just so much disagreement based off of this here. I'll go ahead and show you guys again here. GFS, I mean, first of all, this system we're talking now moves out, and then we get a little low-pressure system to potentially drive some snow up across like the Midwest region, driving under the cold front. I don't think severe weather would be a concern on that, though. And then we move into the European model. This one supports that low-pressure systems, keeps the snow pretty low down towards like northern Missouri, and then just kind of fades out. Same thing with the cold front situation. Then we have the Canadian model. This one just completely just ruins any chances. It actually shows two low-pressure systems. The first one moving through like pretty much precipitationless. Then the second one develops and pulls up a lot of moisture, which might deliver some snow towards like the mid-Atlantic Northeast. But once again, this is the only model that's showing this too, so this is not really something to be paying attention to. The UK Met here, this one showing a very actually I didn't even switch over. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Let's take a look here. Back at the models. UK Met. Turn this back. There we go. Perfect. UK Met here. This one, unfortunately, I just now remembered, this one does not have any way of looking at things. So, yeah, I mean, this model does actually support maybe a little bit of snow across Missouri as well. So, bottom line, it's too early to tell. There's really just not much... really just not much of a concern happening out of that system. Not too worried about it. Even if it did play out, it's honestly not too bad. Richard says, dang, California Valley getting hammered. Anyone know the zip code there? Yeah, so I know California has been getting battered for the last while. I mean, look at this right now. Here's the current radar view. They got a lot more moisture pulling in here. Yeah, California's a really big concern right now. Like I said, if you don't remember, I'll take you guys back in time here a bit, which is pretty interesting. I'll actually pull up the previous radar view showing you guys what's happening now versus what was happening a while ago. But let me go ahead and pull this up here for you guys. I just want to go ahead and show you guys this here, which I don't know if I'll be able to really show it too well. There we go. Let's see here. 12. Go back a while. Yeah, this one doesn't really go back as far, unfortunately. All right, we'll just show you guys here. Anyways, we take a look here over at our other camera. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna try to zoom through a bunch of cameras and see which one fits that the best. That'll work. It'll have to. But like I said, watch out, California. Watch out for California here, okay? So we started off before the severe weather event kicked off here. Obviously, before then, there was a bit of moisture moved through and kicked its way to the south. Then basically the severe storm started, and once that happened, we got another round of moisture moving through the California area. Storms continued moving eastward. Then we have ourselves a little bit of another one move through, and then now another one, as you can see. Now the other one. So they've had like multiple bands of rain, multiple bands of precipitation drive its way through the region, which has been nuts. Yeah, it's actually been pretty crazy. Let's see. Dat says, "What's up? What's up? We're doing good." Time to Kill says, "Evening. What's up? Hope you're doing good." Looks like a bit of snowfall too, like northern Oregon, southern Washington State. A little bit of action going on there. In the current trends, but other than that, so guys, really at the moment, there's just not much in the forecast. Since this big event here, things are finally expected to cool down, calm down, I should say. I don't want you to take that literally, but yeah, so basically things are expected to, calm down, I should say. Now here's something I do want to actually show you guys here. Over the next week, here is here's the hazard, or this Climate Prediction Center forecast regarding the temperatures. And everywhere we're seeing across the country, except for this little area in Southern California, this is all the reddish colors, orangish red colors, that is showing above average temperatures. So a lot of the country is expected to be above average for this week and the next week, and then the week after that, once again, still pretty hot. Precipitation, as you can see across the west, California is getting bombarded by some heavy rainfall, which is crazy. The week after that, continuing. But for the most part, a little bit more little bit more precipitation than normal for a lot of the country, actually. Maybe a little bit drier across like the upper Ohio Valley, Southern Plains. But that's set to kind of change for the following week. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll definitely see how that does play out there. Once again, that's the Climate Prediction Center's look out on this. When it comes to, okay, just out of curiosity, whenever it comes to that one other system like I was talking about, how the GFS shows this cold front moving through, I just want to see if this has any instability on it. Has a little bit across eastern Texas, but I don't really think that's going to be enough. Yeah. Plus that's way too far out. I would not go that far, but I mean maybe a little bounce of energy here across portions here of the west here for basically the. Let's see. This is pretty much This is really. I'll tell you what. I'm actually just remembered something. Let's actually drag that back down a little bit. We'll fit this to screen, make it look a lot better. Perfect. But anyways, like I was saying, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of energy in there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to really do anything special. Really kind of here for like January 8th. But, I mean, other than that, guys, I mean, it's seriously looking pretty quiet, actually, for the most part. Temperature anomalies here. Obviously, the red showing above average, the blue showing below average. I mean, a lot of the country is expected to kind of be above average over the next little bit. Above average precipitation here. Above average temperature. I just not caught myself on saying that. Obviously pretty cold across the north still. Yeah, we could definitely still break negatives for portions like not this week but next week. But it's something. I mean, it's definitely something. There's a possibility of some low pressure systems tracking through later on and towards the middle portion of this month. It looks like we might be in an active pattern regarding some activity, but right at the moment, in the immediate range, it does not appear anything on our radar, which I think is it's pretty good. Yeah, definitely. I think things are looking pretty good. But once again, everybody, if you have any more questions for us, feel free to let us know. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. I want you guys to be on the lookout. Once again, basically across like the Ohio Valley northeast region, you can see there's a little bit of snow possibilities here. We'll actually go ahead and zoom up here to the northeast. Show you. I mean, a little bit of snow could be possible between, especially for Maine. It looks like we might actually get some pretty heavy snow for like the 5th. So here for like tomorrow. Yeah, Maine could be getting some of that snowfall. And it actually looks like, if we zoom into Maine right now, it looks like the beginning of that starting to occur. You can see how the top's starting to turn more white there. So a bit more snow. So yeah, obviously for northern Maine, you guys can brace for some snow. Being possible across those regions. And everything like that. But like I said, back on the models here, I mean, it's going to be possible we could see maybe a little bit of that snowfall leading into places like Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. Shoot, maybe even as far down south as like Kentucky. Possibly in West Virginia. And like I said, we move in the Mid-Atlantic region here. Maybe up to Pennsylvania too. So here you see blue there. It shows that. Once again, there's a little system. Like I said, only the GFS supports this really. I mean, you can kind of see how it moves across the way. Don't get your hopes up on this system. There's just not enough. There's just seriously just not enough confidence on this system to talk about it. Even though it's pretty much in the short range here. We can take a look here at the NAM model. Yeah, I mean even the NAM model really didn't show much happening. This model actually has it jetting into like Ohio Valley region. Which let's switch to Mid-Atlantic. This one shows it actually like for southern Ohio there, in the basically West Virginia, maybe briefly getting in Northern Virginia before exiting out, but a very, very fast event too. So once again, I mean, even if this did occur, it likely wouldn't do much of anything. Yeah, so once again, just not worried about it. This model, this is the Canadian mid-range. And I mean, this one kind of shows it. Kind of once again towards like the Indiana, the Ohio area. West Virginia region, Northeast. So maybe a little bit of support there. Let's take a look here across. I just realized they actually don't have it across like the southern U.S. Yeah, so that's on the big scale. Just a big belt of low pressure systems. I mean, just constantly dragging in a bunch of precipitation here. I'm actually going to show you guys this, which is pretty interesting here. Let's pull this up towards a Pacific view. So you guys can see, it's a very large scale image, by the way. So that's right there is California. We track our way down in time. You can see there's multiple, I mean, just seriously, multiple waves of precipitation just aimed right at California. I mean, there's just seriously a long belt of continuous storm systems just bashing rain in the western country. So, like I said, if you're in California, I mean, really, you're in a very active trend here over the next few weeks. Not just the next few days, like the next few weeks. You're going to be seeing a lot more rain than you typically do, which is, obviously a little concerning in itself. Something I do want to look at is the ocean analysis here. I have not looked at the Nino index. Wow. We're a lot deeper in La Nina than I thought we were. Good golly, look at that. We're in a -1. So, yep, -1 is a pretty moderate La Nina. Interesting. Yep, so that's actually, it's not really showing any signs of gradually increasing either. Let's actually move this over. There we go, right there. But yeah, I mean, you can see the trend. Like I said, right there, right there on this line, that's the neutral conditions. This is the end of neutral conditions, same for this one. So this is all neutral right here. But everything under this is La Nina. Rain says, how strong will the El Nino be this summer? So with that, it's simply just too early to look at. But, like July, August. Did I really just say August? June, July, August is kind of right there around summertime. So kind of expected to be slightly above neutral. I'd say neutral to weak El Nino. But once again, I've learned not to trust this that much because this really tends to go extreme every time this updates. Now, for like the later portion of the winter, that's understandable, and that's actually showing a trend here. Like I said, here's where we're currently at down here, and that's showing -1. You guys can't see that value, which maybe if I zoom out a bit, might be able to. Let's see if I can find a better view for y'all. There we go, right there. So basically, like I said, that's kind of what we are seeing. So that's like the current area we're at is like the -1 region, that's like I said, that's a very, very, very strong or moderate, I should say, La Nina. But eventually, like I said, this thing is expected to rise between the majority of the models slowly. So it's not even sure we're going to have an El Nino. We'll see. Let's see here. Proxy has been a member for 4 months. Category 3 Club. Proxy, thank you so much. Happy to be here and a member of the best weather forecasting channel on YouTube. What's up, Proxy? Hope you're doing good. And thanks for that. That's awesome. Thank you so much there, Proxy. And speaking of Proxy, if there's an area you want me to look at, let me know. Like I said, if there's a specific area you want me to forecast for, feel free to let me know. Like I said, I will tell you, though, Proxy, for your local area, I will tell you that you need to watch out for maybe a little bit of snow. Like I said, there's a possibility for a bit of snowfall to occur across your region. Regarding this, I'll go ahead and show you. It's not going to be much. Let's see, Proxy also with a $25 super chat. Proxy, thank you for that. That's super nice of you. Saying looking forward to a nice stream. Well, glad to have you. Yeah, we've been live here for about 40 minutes. Well, Proxy, glad to see you here. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, they're never accurate. Remember last year when it said we were going to go into neutral phase and it's still La Nina. Yeah, like I said, the climate models, Yeah, I really don't like the forecast, the the climatology aspect of things. I mean, it's very hard to predict, extremely very hard to predict here. Anyways, but like I was saying, proxy across your region, like I say, here towards Ohio. We're going to switch over here to the forecast models. Like I said, you can see here the NAM 3K. I mean, just showing a few snow showers perhaps near the region. Kind of starting here maybe for the 6th. I'd say kind of around like the early 6th, the late 5th, basically. Now, some models show more than others. Like, we'll take a look here at the HRRR. This one shows... Here, let's go back a little bit longer because I'm just where stuff are. HRRR here, shows a few snow showers towards the region. So it's popping up here. The FV3, this one shows a little bit more activity towards your area. Like I said, I mean, if it brings anything, it won't be much regardless, which not available yet. Okay, that one has not ran yet. HRDPS, this one also shows the possibility of the same thing there. That's kind of what we are seeing here. Let's go and see here. East Coast snowstorm anytime soon, you think? Says CNR 17. So I hate to inform you. I mean, it sounds like you want a snowstorm to happen. It does not appear that that's going to be a possibility here. Between the models, there's really nothing interesting happening after this event moving through. Like I said, the only thing that's been limited talked about, which is very, very, inaccurate, I should say, is something we should not be really focusing on too much, is this little clipper system that could drive through. Like I said, I mean, we literally showed you guys. I'll show you again. Basically, the model differences between this is absolutely astronomical. Let me actually go ahead and bring it back up the model. So we'll start off with GFS, like I was saying here. We'll switch back to precipitation type, and we'll change my screen here so that it fits. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit. I think that's good. All right, anyway, so we track our way down here in time. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Track our way down here in time, and you're going to notice, like I said, basically we're going to have this low pressure system here for basically like the 7th, late 7th, tracking into the 8th here, maybe driving some snow across like eastern Nebraska, Iowa, southern Wisconsin, Michigan maybe, and tracking northeast. But here's the thing, like I said, if we take a look at another major model, the European one, this one still supports that low pressure system as you see, but a lot further altered south, basically removing any snow chances, which is a big different story. And then we have the Canadian long range, the GDPS. This one shows the same thing basically, but doesn't show much. But this one actually shows maybe some snow for like the northeast, mid-Atlantic region. So, like I said, there's just so much disagreement right now that I would not be surprised if we see some major changes in the models here in the next day or so. Which is a reason I'm going to go live tomorrow night, probably to do another update like tonight's live stream. That way I can actually show you guys stuff. And I can give you guys another, like I say, I can give you guys another update regarding the weather and stuff like that. But like I said, I mean, really not much activities happening. Like I said, the only concerning thing right now is really just California. Like I said, California is in a seriously bad area right now. I mean, we're literally seeing, heavy rainfall. This is not just the first ban. I mean, there's been multiple bans of heavy rainfall. It's been pushing through California over and over and over. And this is just causing so much flooding, well above precipitation regarding these areas. I mean, it's so bad that even on the climatology models, the climatology outlook they have literally it maximized for one. And it's so bad that they don't even have another color for it. They have to resort to different colors. They have to resort going back to lighter colors because of how bad it is. And here's an example. Like I said, these areas, slightly right here, slightly above average, moderately above average, a lot more above, heavily above average, and extremely above average, essentially, what that's saying. And it's so bad whenever this tops off the scale, which, like I said, California, I mean, you guys are going to be bracing for this for a while. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is going to cause some big issues here within the next few hours across the upper levels of the mountains. Now, these areas is down for quite a winter mess. Because we are going to be seeing a lot of upper level snowfall, which I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. What the models have to say when it comes to snowfall across some of the regions here. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll take a look here across the southwest. And I don't like that view. We'll pull up the pivotal weather models. Tell you what. Yeah, this will be a lot better. So let's switch over to that now. So here's California regarding snowfall. So here's the snowfall accumulation over the next little bit. So we are going to see a lot of crazy amounts of snowfall out of this jet of moisture. I mean, we're talking potentially like over maybe 2 to 3 feet towards like central California, towards these upper levels here. So this is where we are going to see a lot of heaviness. Like I said, basically right there where the light or that maroon color, that red shaded color, that marks the boundaries of having 1 foot of snowfall. Did not mean to run in my desk like that. My knee hit it. But like I said, I mean, basically across those regions, we're going to be seeing lots of heavy snowfall. That was a GDPS model, actually. Here's the GFS. So once again, still a lot of amounts here. European model also agreeing on it. So yeah, several feet, 2-3 feet snow. Going to be likely. The UK Met. We'll even bring in the blended models on this one because it needs it. So the blended models even talks some areas. Look at this, 54 inches. I'm not saying that's going to be exactly lit, right? But several feet of snow. I'd say at max about 4 to 5 feet of snow. That's quite nuts. Just a big, long line of heavy precipitation moving through. And like I said, you can see here based off of the reds how things are getting pretty crazy. Proxy says, let's see, Proxy says, I'm okay with a little snow, but no huge amounts. Not ice. Yep. Well, that's good. I mean, it's not going to be too much, hardly of anything for you. Like I said, just a little bit of snow shower activity possible. But other than that, I mean, it's nothing really concerning. Nothing really concerning at all here. You guys see this over here on the eastern. Yeah, so you might be a little wondering this, but look how far out this is. This is for January 16th. It's only the 4th. So don't trust the model this far out. A lot of people actually, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that actually trust the models this far out, and then they throw out a whole bunch of useless garbage on YouTube, which those are the type of people I don't really like. I really don't like to go out 5 days in advance. Really anything past 5 days is getting into sketchy territory. Unless I see something continuously popping up in the models, that's whenever I'll take it past the 5 day mark. But typically, I mean, within 10 days, regardless of trends, that's kind of where I'm at. But like I said, that's kind of what we're seeing here. But anyways, like I said, across the west, just dealing with a lot of moisture moving through here. We're in kind of a crazy part. Let's go and see here, going from a severe drought to severe flooding in some days. Such an extreme's happening. Yeah, it really is. Haley says I don't trust the models. I mean, as you shouldn't. 100%. I mean, there is times where you can trust the models, and that's the only time whenever most of the models are agreeing on one single factor. That's when you can have a bit more faith in it. But like I said, right now, I mean, here's the future radar and what things look like. I mean, honestly, it's just going to be kind of clear. I mean, we have a lot of high pressure in place. Maybe another low according to that. Kick off maybe some moisture, but yeah, once again, I don't think this is going to really be a concern at all by any means. So it is what it is. It is what it is, my friends. Well, anyways, I just want to go ahead and sign on here to let you guys know what is in the forecast. If you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys do want to support our channel, like I said, consider donating. Like I said, we have the link in the description, also there in the chat. Like I said, seriously, if you can't, don't worry about it. It just helps out with the programs and stuff like that. And speaking of, like I said, guys, we got some new merchandise. We got our 2023 merchandise out here, my friends. Look at this. We got some really cool stuff here on the shop. New hats there with the little radar logo and stitched in too. We have ourselves hoodies with the stitching as well. We have ourselves our new NWW16 shirt here. This is the 2023 edition with the the little hook echo there too. We kept some of the the mouse pads and stuff, but we also have like new coasters, we have tumblers, we have mugs. Not too much on the shop right now. I do expect to add more, but if you guys want to check that out, like I said, go ahead. Feel free to. Absolutely. But alrighty, my friends. Well, I think that is going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. There's really just not much more to talk about, honestly. If there was more to talk about, we'd stay on here longer. Once again, if you guys did enjoy this, leave a thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much. So thank you all so much for all of your support. You guys absolutely rock. And all right, well, once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. It's going to go ahead and do it here for tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow at some point, and I'll let you know then and stuff like that. Haley says, "Can I look Kansas City?" So basically, Haley, nothing much is going to happen for over there. Proxy says, "Thank you so much for all you do, Andrew. Cool merch, and too. We'll take a peek." Well, all right, Proxy. Well, thank you so much. And yeah, feel free to. Like I said, the link is in the description, also pinned there in chat if you guys want to take a look there. It'll be greatly appreciated. All right, guys. Well, once again, thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you guys here in tomorrow's live stream. Until then, guys, my name is Andrew Heischman. I'm the lead forecaster here, and I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your night. So the stream's going to be heading off here in approximately 2 minutes, so say goodbye to your friends and family who might be lingering in the chat. And all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, my friends.
Cruz, 49 and 56. Monterey, 51 and 58. Salinas, 49 and 56. Hollister, 49 and 54. King City, 48 and 56. The following is an important message from the National Weather Service. Issued at 02:01 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Flood watch remains in effect through Thursday afternoon. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible. Where? Portions of Central California and Northern California, including the following areas. In Central California, mountains of San Benito County and interior Monterey County, including Pinnacles National Park, Northern Salinas Valley, Hollister Valley, and Carmel Valley, Santa Lucia Mountains and Los Padres National Forest, Southern Monterey Bay and Big Sur Coast, and Southern Salinas Valley, Arroyo Seco, and Lake San Antonio. In Northern California, coastal North Bay including Point Reyes National Seashore, East Bay Hills, East Bay Interior Valleys, Eastern Santa Clara Hills, Marin Coastal Range, North Bay Interior Mountains, North Bay Interior Valleys, Northern Monterey Bay, San Francisco Bay Shoreline, San Francisco Peninsula Coast, Santa Clara Valley including San Jose, Santa Cruz Mountains, and Sonoma Coastal Range. When? Through Thursday afternoon. Impacts. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Low water crossings may be flooded. Storm drains and ditches may become clogged.